Hi everyone, so I know that I haven't been posting math videos lately, but today's video is about ACT math questions. So here is an example of an ACT math question. And as you can see, it's a multiple choice. So if you want to know more about ACT, I suggest that you research more about it. But basically, there are different sections, and the math section, there are five choices. It's not just A, B, C, D, it's A, B, C, D, and E. So it's a multiple choice, and then different ACT math questions, all are word problems, but all of them are quite different and they vary in terms of different math knowledge that we learn. And so today's example is like this. So let's start. The cost of a hamburger and a soft drink together is $2.10. The cost of two hamburgers and a soft drink together is $3.50. What is the cost of a soft drink? So our goal is to find the cost of a soft drink. And whenever I encounter these types of math questions, the first thing I want to do is to create an equation for myself. So because here I see a lot of different words, and for math we don't really want words that much. So I want to change it into an equation. So let's say I'll say H is hamburger and S, actually no, I'll use D. So H is hamburger and D is soft drink. And here it says the cost of a hamburger and a soft drink. So you can see that there's a. Whenever there's that means it's just one hamburger and one soft drink. Okay, so we have one hamburger plus one soft drink is together is equal to 2.10. Now, whenever I have one, I usually can just get rid of the one and just leave it as H plus D is equal to 2.10. Now, I have another equation. It says there are two hamburgers, see? Two hamburgers, so 2H, and a soft drink, again, a means one soft drink, so just D. Together is equal to 3.50. So, let me erase these first. So now I have two equations, and I want to find the cost of a soft drink. Now, there are two ways to solve this. You can use either elimination or substitution. Now, in this case, elimination is easier. So let me show you how to do elimination. So in elimination, basically, I want to minus the equation. So I want to do the big equation minus the small. Now, the reason why I know that this equation is bigger is because 3.50 is generally bigger than 2.10. So I'll put that on the top. I'll put this at the bottom here. So let's say I'll use another color. So I'll use H plus D is equal to 2.10. So I put the whole equation down here, and then I just minus it. So again, in the ACT math section, you are free to use your calculator. That's the good thing about the ACT math questions. So if you're a lazy person, you can always use your calculator. Let me just get my calculator. Okay, wait. Okay, so now I have my calculator. So 3.50 minus 2.10, that's 1.4. So I have 1.40. Then D minus D, so D minus D, what is D minus D? D minus D is 0. So I can just eliminate the D. Then I have 2H minus H. Well, 2H minus H is just H. And there you have it, we solved for H. We know that the hamburger costs 1.40. Now here in the choices, if you guys are not careful, you will choose D. But our goal is to find the cost of a soft drink. And what is H? H is hamburgers. So remember, we're not done yet. So be careful here. So now that we solve for H, we can substitute the H into the letter H here. Then I'll do 1.40 plus D is equal to 2.10. Now I can also substitute the H into this equation here, but that's just a little slower because we have a 2H there, so I would recommend you do it on the simpler equation. So now that I substitute H, I can solve for D. So D is 2.10 minus 1.40, and we have, let me use my calculator because I'm a lazy person, 2.10 minus 1.40 is 0.7. So that's the cost of a soft drink. And have we accomplished our goal? Yes, our goal is accomplished. So we have 0.7. Now where can I find 0.7 here? C is the correct answer. Remember, 0.7 is the same as 0.70. Remember that. Now, this is elimination. Now there's another way. There's substitution. Now in this case, substitution is also possible, but elimination is faster in this case. So now I'll show you substitution. So again, I have two equations, right? H plus D is equal to 2.10 and 2H plus D is equal to 3.50. So what I'm going to do for substitution is that I'm going to substitute either H or D into the other equation. So let me first focus on the first one. So let's say I want to substitute D. Then I'll just say D is equal to 2.10 minus H. Now I substitute the D into here so that I have the H, so that I only have one variable. So 2H plus 2.10 minus h is equal to 3.50 because I'm substituting the d into here, and that makes this one right here. And look, it's easier because we only have one variable, and that we can solve for h. And then after we solve for h, we can solve for d alone. So I have 2h. Okay, actually, I'm gonna first remove the brackets because 2h plus 2.10 plus minus is minus, so minus h is equal to 3.50. So 2h minus h is just h plus 2.10 is equal to 3.50. Now I want to solve for h, so 3.50 minus 2.1 is 1.4. So h is 1.4. Again, we're not done yet because our goal is to find the cost of soft drink. So now we substitute the h into the first equation, or the second, it's up to you. So again, I substitute h as 1.40 plus d, which is the thing that I want to find, is equal to 2.10. Now I want to solve for d alone. So 2.10 minus 1.4, that gives us 0.7. And there you have it. We have the exact same answer. So that's how you solve this equation. Remember, the first step is to change words into equation, into math, and then you can use either elimination or substitution.